Hi everyone! Here I am for streaming for Katrine. I hope I haven't taken too long going live. Thanks for waiting for me. Hello. So I'm going to start by telling you what I'm about to color. Hi, Dirt Weasel. Is that you? Hi everyone. Hello. So I'm going to show you what I've just started to color a few days ago. Of course you all know what this is. I don't have Katrine's favorite coloring book, which is Daydreams, but I have this Tidvarf. I think it's the way we spell it. And I chose this because I know she would love this very much because of the crystals and mushrooms and bugs. I know she would love to color bugs. Also, I'd like to show you another page I am coloring, which is this one from Laura Rafferty. I think you must have seen this too. Thank you. Hello, Spoon! How are you? But for today's live stream, I guess I'm going to stick with this one, and maybe in another time I will finish the other one live. Oh, hello, Dirt Weasel. Hi. Thanks for watching this streaming for Katrine. A big hug to you. I hope you are doing well. So I'm going to start with no further delay, or at least continue with my coloring. I was about to continue with these little crystals because I have just finished this top of the mushrooms. Hello, Andrea. Thanks for waiting for me. And I'm glad you say hello. Thank you so much. Great. It's great, Dirt Weasel. After everything, I know how it must feel. So, if you would like to know where I am right now, I am in the middle of Alentejo. For those who don't know, it's a middle part of Portugal, extremely hot at the moment, but at least all countries. Yes, exactly. I am streaming from Portugal, Alentejo. I'm from Lisbon, but we are spending our weekends in this house right here, in a part of Alentejo. called Montagil. It's great. And right now it must be maybe 34 degrees Celsius, I guess, and it's very good. I don't know if you guys can hear the crickets. There are a lot of crickets right now. Ah, yeah, Açores, yes. Most of them are from Açores. Yes, it's very beautiful, indeed. I'm kind of losing my way here in this coloring with the chats. I'm not very used to, but I will try to keep up with both. Olá, Brazil! Hi, everyone, and thanks for watching this. I know by this time most of you are from other places outside Europe. Right now I'm looking for my, oh, there he is, my white gel pen. Yes, it's very, very pleasant to be here in the middle of the night at this time, hearing the crickets, and with no other sound at all. It's great, very peaceful. It's the right place to take a break, just relax. Most of the time, at least. Hello, everyone. Thank you, Andrea. I tried to color this very much at Katrina's style, especially the colors, of course. I did this neocolor background, which I know she would love to do as well. And the crystals, I tried to color them as Katrina used to do, and pretty much everything else. It's really something that I would like to do for her, to remember her at least. Thank you, Dirt Weasel. Thank you very much. I'm glad you liked it. It's not easy sometimes, even though, of course, we learn very much from each other, and we catch a few things here and there. But eventually we end up with our own style, and sometimes it's not easy when we try to do, at least for me in this case, to do something in someone else's style. We might think it is, oh, I'm going to do this or that like someone does, but then we start to see it's not that easy. We end up with our own style, and of course we mix both of the things that we learn from each other. And I guess it's not easy. I tried to do these crystals like she did, and I'm sure she would. I mean, she was master in these crystals and on this kind of coloring, and I know she would have done it much better than I. But she had her own style, and that is not something not easy. Thank you so much. So right now I will try to complete this I don't know how we say it. Can you please, guys, help me? What is the name of this part of the mushroom? In English, please. I already started coloring it, and I will try to remember which colors I used, but I guess I'll just stem. Yeah, I guess it's much harder than we think. Is it stem, the way you say it? Thank you. Thank you, Hellis. Olá, Susana. Thank you, Tanja. Muito obrigada. I'm using so many of them. It's like a real mess. I'm going to show you. The greens ones, which I have chosen for the leaves. As you can see, I have luminance, Prismacolor, and not much of polychromos because I don't have too many of them. And basically I have some Pro Color as well, but not on the greens. For this I have the same pencils, just in some other colors, because I'm on this holiday house. I don't have, as you might guess, all my supplies, so I try to choose most of what I'm going to use, but it's not always easy. Clumsy. Yeah. Desastrado. I guess it's the best word to describe clumsy. Yeah, desastrado, exatamente. Okay, Tanja. I guess I'll be here. So, I lose myself so many times with this. If I'm not finishing a page, normally I don't remember which pencils I am using, so I end up trying in using different pencils every time. I always forget to save the ones I'm using, and that's why most of the times I try to end what I'm doing, at least a part of it, so I don't get lost. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes I say to myself, I have to take a picture of the pencils I'm using, but almost I never do. I always forget. Yeah, whips are a disaster for me, really. I try not having too many, but it's not easy because what's happening now, sometimes I'm in the middle of something, then I have to come, for instance, here to this weekend house, and sometimes it's not easy to take what I'm doing to here because of all the supplies I need to take with me, and I try to take as little as possible. So sometimes I have the need to start another page, a smaller one, so I can take that with me. And by the time I see I'm with 2 or 3 or maybe 4 whips at the same time, which I don't like at all because I lose track of what I'm doing. But sometimes I really have to. Thank you, Susanna. Yes, I had her in mind when I chose the colors, of course. That's why all of this, I guess, it's very Katrine. She loved these colors, as for sure. I love them as well, of course. But I know it's really her. I hope the light is good for you guys, because after all I'm outside and I don't have a lamp right here on the table I'm working, but I hope you can see it good. Hello everyone, thanks for watching this. Oh, guess I just colored a bit I wasn't supposed to. I'm just erasing this right now so I won't forget. Thank you, Helis. Is that the correct way of saying it, Helis? I hope you are enjoying this cricket concert. It's really awesome to hear it. Not yes. Oh, Helly? A few frogs as well here and there, and dogs. Almost right. Okay. In these times we wish this had sound from there to here. So I could hear it. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for all the hearts. Yeah, it would. Maybe one day we'll do that kind of streaming. Who knows? It's really relaxing. I like sitting in here by this hour and do my colorings. Whenever there is the right weather conditions for it, of course. Sometimes it's too cold, sometimes it's too windy. Right now it's perfect. No, I don't. I really don't. I already started two of them, three maybe. I have some smudges around here because of the ink tents. I used masking fluids, but it didn't go pretty well right here, so I have a few smudges, and I guess I will try to use these colors right here, but not on the rest yet. Yes, it's kind of how can I say it? It's makes us going want to sleep sometimes. Yes, the cricket sound. It's really relaxing. That's why. So right now I will try to make it a little more dark in here under this part. A few shadows, I guess. I don't know, maybe I'll use black, or maybe I'll try to use black already. Oh, sorry, I just hit my camera. It's a lullaby song. Yes, exactly. Um, I guess I don't really have a favorite brand or because I like using them all depending on what I'm doing or depending on what kind of. That's why I have all these combinations. I don't use them by set. I mean, I don't use just Prismacolors or just luminance. I use them all. Every time I use color pencils on the coloring, I guess I use all brands I have because some are soft, some are harder, and I like using them depending on what I'm doing. For instance, to do this kind of work with no pressure, of course, I like using Prismacolors. I guess they are the best for this kind of effects. And polys are great as well, but like I said, I don't have that many. I only have a 24 set, so I don't have that many colors. And I use them not very much, I guess. I like using Prismas, and I like using the Carandache Luminance. For other kind of for skin, of course, they are the best for skin, for coloring skin. I can show you right here on this coloring. I started with the watercolor as a base. Oh, did you see the bug? We also have a lot of them here. I use watercolor for everything, with the skin, hair, the background, everything, and then I used pencil over it. I used the luminance for the skin, and I use Prismacolors for the hair. So as you can see, I use all of them depending on what I'm coloring. Thank you so much. I was really nervous about this one because I really wanted to look like her, and I guess I am managing it so far. It's not finished, as you can see. Right here, I tried to color this as well as she used to. She would have done it 1,000 times better than me. It's really not my style to color the crystals like this, and I try to. It's one of the times that we try to do something like someone and we simply can't. It's just not me. It's more her. So let's continue. Thank you so much. Right now I don't know exactly how long am I streaming. If you could just tell me. I guess I lost. I don't know how much I have ahead. Thank you so much, River Rocky, and thanks for watching. Hello, Pernilla. Really, Susanna, you never tried to color with different pencils in one coloring? I guess it's just something so natural for me that I don't know how to do differently. I just use whatever I have in front of me. So I was going to try with the black, and I am using Prismacolor now because I want a soft layer on this, really soft, not hard pressure. So that's why I'm using the Prismacolor, and I'll see if it works as I want, because I didn't bring with me too many, I guess I didn't bring at all any grays, and right now I could use a little gray and I don't have it, so that's why I'm using the black one. Oh yes, what time did I start? Good question. I guess it was by my time, I guess 10 past midnight. I'm not sure, sorry. I was in a hurry to start it, so I didn't pay much attention. If it's correct that you guys said that this stream would automatically shut after 1 hour, I guess I won't have any problem. Yes, the paper is also important, of course. But yeah, normally, usually, that concern is more about the medium I'm going to use. I mean, if I'm going to use wet media or pencil, my concern is more in terms of paper. But of course, paper is also important to choose your pencil. But I guess in the same coloring I really want different textures, and I end up choosing different pencils as well. Okay, thank you, Andrea. I know time flies in this time, so I was really concerned. I was streaming longer than I thought. Thank you so much, Pernilla. I tried to watch each of your streamings, but of course I couldn't, and I didn't watch them for too long, and I will try to watch them later, if it is possible. All of them, all of you guys, because I am using my mobile data net and it's even the internet connection as it is, it's not great every time, and I am really surprised how well it's going right now. Ah, thank you, Tanja. Oh, it's really nice to hear that. I guess I'm not really worried, because there's no way I can finish it, this coloring tonight, so I guess I will stream later after this. But it's good to know where we're standing, of course. I really could use a dark brown right now. I guess I have some around here in this yellow set. This is not for this coloring. I have this for another one I brought with me. But right now I could use maybe these two browns. Okay, I'll try to to do that. Thank you so much, Tanja. Yes, yes, I am. I am counting on that, Andrea. Tomorrow, I hope I can stream again. So, as you can see, I have these two here, one harder and one much softer, and I will stick with the softer one. I'm using this chocolate. I guess a gray pencil would be nicer in here, but maybe I'll add it later, because that's one of my other things. I mix colors a lot, and I usually don't stick with just one color. Even if I want to color this in brown, I will probably use a gray as well on this, or a purple, or something like that. I'm just sketching my colors, I guess, and I decide along the way they should be, and I just keep trying and trying colors on top of others. Thank you so much for the hearts. Katrine, wherever you are, big heart to you, dear. Thank you so much, Andrea. Really. I guess I don't have that many videos yet, but I'm glad you joined me. I guess we should speak more often from now on. This is really a nice thing that this kind of initiatives have. It really connects people and makes us share more of our experiences, and sometimes we follow each other on Instagram every day and we don't have that real connection, and I guess it really makes people get closer and share our daily life. Yeah, absolutely.
Estamos preparados. Vamos.
Sorry guys, I don't know if you just hear this. This was my husband's phone next to me. It wasn't me. He's gone now. Yes, I'm coloring much faster than I normally do. I don't know why, it's just because of the time, I guess. I'm in a hurry. So I can color as much as I can, because normally I am really, really slow coloring. I think, perhaps I'm not, but I think I am a slow colorist. Sorry guys, I just have to drink some water. Yes, the pressure. This is not my first live streaming, but it's almost as if it was, because I really don't have much experience. I only streamed about 3 or 4 times, one on Instagram and I guess 2 on YouTube. So I'm really a rookie on this. Oh, I just saw a big bug crossing through right next to me. I don't know exactly what it was. As long as it isn't a cockroach, it's okay. This is country, guys, real country. Countryside, of course. Haven't you ever streamed on YouTube, Andrea? Or you just make videos? I'm not sure. I've seen something of you, but not quite sure if it is live streams or not. Oh, okay. I think it's, I don't know why, I guess it's much harder to do live streamings on YouTube. I don't know why. I guess I'm not very what can I say? I guess every time I mean, I only tried a couple of times, I guess, but every time I do it, I guess there's always something wrong. I don't know exactly what happens, but just seems to fail every time I try. Here on Instagram, I find it much easier. Susanna, where that question is concerning what? Sorry. Do you want to know where I am? Oh, you're in Porto. I'm in Alentejo. Montargil. Do you know it? Yes, I'm sure you do. This is awesome. So I guess we are much closer than we think. Right? Yes, Andrea, you are pretty much far away. Yes, Portuguese in Bratislava. But then Portuguese people are everywhere, right? How long are you? For how long are you there, Andrea? Or have you been there? Yeah. 2 years is pretty much a long time to know that feeling. Sorry, my camera is always shaking. I'm always stamping against it. Yes. Okay. Oh. Here's me coloring this bit once again. It's the second time. I guess this streaming must be ending soon. Although I haven't seen any message from Instagram warning me about the time, I guess I should start saying goodbye. It was really, really awesome to be a part of this streaming for Katrine and to be on this live stream. Not the first time, but almost. And thank you all for sharing this moment with me and sharing a bit of my cricket song and making me company, I guess. Otherwise, I would be standing here alone. And it's great to know that you are there. And thank you so much, Susanna. Yes, Flora by the Sea, thank you. Thank you, Andrea, and thank you all for joining me. I hope I can finish this. I promise I won't finish it by my own. I will try to stream if I have the right opportunity, so you can join me on this coloring, or at least what is left of it. Thank you so much. On behalf of Katrine as well, I know she would love to be a part of this as well. And I hope you are enjoying my mushrooms, which sometimes I get lost in the middle of the conversation, and I just get lost in the way, but it will work eventually. Everything will work. It's not easy to, at least for me, to do both things, to chat and color. Coloring for me is something that requires a lot of attention. And although it's relaxing, I need to really focus on what I'm doing. But it's great to have you right there. Thank you so much for the company. And I hope we can join another time. Hello, thank you for those who are joining now. Welcome to this streaming for Katrine. Okay, I guess now I have only 30 seconds left. Thank you so much once again. And see you next time. Muito obrigada. Muito obrigada, Portugal. Muito obrigada, Brasil. Do outro lado do mundo.